Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Lord of the Rings draft here on the channel. I'm going to be going pick by pick and play by play, talking through everything so you know what to do when you draft this format yourself. Let's get started. If you enjoy this sort of thing, let me know in the comments. I'll make more of them. I also want to say I have been going to some events in paper, and it has been really nice meeting some viewers. I have had very positive interactions, and it's very humbling that when I go into a game store, there seems to be somebody who knows me there usually. Okay, so this pack. One thing that you want to be doing in this format if you really want to win is try to get into black decks if they are open, or even if they aren't completely open. But this pack, Nasty End, isn't really a good black card, and Lotho is not a card I want to start with because it only fits into one archetype, and even there it's not that good. So after that, red and blue are kind of the next colors to look for. Elrond is a pretty good card. Lorien Revealed is pretty good. Nimrodel Watcher, less so, but Elrond is pretty good. And then red cards, Gimli's okay, but much worse than Elrond. In green, there's Meriadoc, but you kind of avoid green early on, generally speaking. And then Protector of Gondor is good, but I'm going to start with Elrond because I really like scrying. Funnily enough, the scry deck doesn't necessarily care about Elrond as much as just generally blue value decks, because scrying is just a good mechanic. But we have started off with a very good blue card. And then, honestly, this is an interesting pick because we see an uncommon missing from this pack. Not a huge signal. Minas Tirith is actually a really good land. If we did have like a Protector of Gondor, I could see taking this. Since we do have Elrond, Council's Deliberation gets better because Council's Deliberation, just 2-drop Council Deliberation, turn 3 Elrond, then you just had like a 2-mana draw 2, which is pretty good. There is a black card in the pack, Troll of Khazad Dûm. And that could be worth considering, but I do already have this Elrond, so I could get deeper into blue as well. That'd be totally fine. It's really between Troll of Khazad Dûm, Council's Deliberation, Minas Tirith, and Glorious Gale, because everything else is much lower power level. Gift of Strands is just hard to use as a combat trick because it's so expensive. I think Council's Deliberation is a little bit better than Glorious Gale, considering I have this Elrond to give me a scrying already, but that might not even be true. I think I'm going to take the Glorious Gale. It fits my Elrond, and I think I can get card advantage from other sources later. Okay, pick 3, Barad-dûr. Barad-dûr is an incredible card. If you've never played with it, it basically is just like a land. You can usually get it down without it like really costing you by coming in tapped, and sometimes you can even cast it untapped. But the real reason this card is brutal is because in the late game, just whenever something dies, you just get like a 2/2 out of the deal, sometimes even a 3/3, and that just adds up really quickly. I really like Barad-dûr. There is an isolation at Orthanc, but I don't even need to really commit to blue that heavily, even though I have the Glorious Gale. Now that I have the Glorious Gale, I'm thinking Council's Deliberation might have been better, but I feel like blue has a lot of card advantage spells, and Glorious Gale is a card that I have been really struggling to deal with recently in my own drafts, so I maybe am valuing it a little higher, but we're going to take Barad-dûr here. After that, I would take the Isolation just to stay blue, but we're not seeing anything crazy go by just yet. Okay, now there's a couple of white cards. There's an Errand Rider. There is a Protector of Gondor. There's a Deceive the Messenger. The black cards are Grima and Shelob's Ambush. I really like Shelob's Ambush. That card just performs. It just does work. But we see a lot of white cards, blue-white in particular. I really like Errand Rider. It feels like a very good card to just cast. Like, almost always does good work. There's only one blue card. Grima. I think I'm going to try to get into white here. I'll take Errand Rider, I think, over Protector, just because I can get 4 drops a little easier. Though, I will say there are a lot of 3 drops. Green isn't showing great signs of life. Red isn't looking that open in this pack. Black, yeah. This does work okay with Barad-dûr sometimes. I don't really want to take a Deceive the Messenger here. I'll just stay a little bit more flexible. Okay, and now I'll take Easterling Vanguard. I absolutely love this card. It just does everything you want in a 2-drop, and I am very happy to see it. We still have the Barad-dûr. We would still like to play black. Errand Rider is more of a speculative pick. We see a few blue cards here, a few black cards here. Blue-black would be a great place to end up. And now Torment of Gollum. I'm not going to make the mistake of passing this card anymore. This card always wrecks me. Like, consistent domination. This is maybe the card that has wrecked me more than any other, except potentially there was another targeted discard spell in other sets that maybe wrecked me. But, like, this is the sort of card that if you've watched any of my videos, you know that this card always takes my like 7-drop the turn before I play it. And I really like this card. I'm definitely taking it here. If I wasn't taking it, I would maybe take Grey Havens and maybe speculate on the Protector. Grey Havens does play well with Glorious Gale, which is why I kind of like it. But Torment of Golem, here we go. We don't have to play blue. We could play black-white. Here, I'll just take another Torment of Golem. I initially sometimes am reticent to take multiples because it can be a dead card, but it's just so good when it's good that I think it's a card I'm happy to play multiples of. Finally, I'm going to be the one tormenting Golem instead of being the Golem that is tormented. Okay, so I don't really need 4-drops. So I don't need this card. There is an escape, but I don't really care about that. I'm just going to take Rohirrim Lancer or Breaking of the Fellowship. I don't yet have a sacrifice theme, but I think Rohirrim Lancer is going to be a little bit better than Breaking. Breaking is okay. Lancer maybe underperforms if you're not super aggressive, and this is more of a value card anyway. So this was my opening pack. This was the only black card, and it wheeled. A couple of green cards. There's a Spearmaster, Shire Terrace. Terrace is a card that I like more in sealed than in draft because you can actually do more shenanigans in sealed sometimes when it comes to splashing. I'll take the Spearmaster. I don't really ever want Nasty End. And we wield Council's Deliberation. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. And we wield Isolation. Okay, blue is on the menu. Okay, I'll pass the green cards. Yeah, nobody's playing blue. I'm just wheeling every blue card. So we're going to play blue-black at this point. Legolas can do good work, but we're just going to easily take Claim the Precious or Nazgul. If this was a paper draft, Nazgul is worth like $13, so it would be worth taking here. But, how much tempting do I have? Discontent. I honestly think Claim the Precious is probably just better than Nazgul Unlimited. This card's like a growing threat, but I think Claim the Precious has just been like such a great performer. I love this card. I'm interested to see what other people think of this. This is literally just like a straight up, they're both in my color. This would be the money card, so I would just take this, and I would recommend taking it because like, even if you're thinking about it in terms of expected value, this card is not going to be $12 of expected value worse than Claim the Precious. But I think Claim the Precious is the pick. I would make it like the Pro Tour or something. It's just so good to have interaction. Bill Fernie, legendary. I really like Haunt of the Dead Marshes, and I think I'm going to take it here. There is a smite, but considering how open blue was at the end there, I was just wheeling literally everything. I think I'm just going to stick to that instead of trying to get fancy and go to the red deck. Even though red might be open this pack. And so I'm just going to take the Haunt or the Lash. But I have a little bit of interaction already, and so I really want to get a Haunt. I feel like I never get them late. I really like Haunt. Okay, Sam's Desperate Rescue or Shelob's Ambush. I don't want Captain of Umbar if I'm going to be tempting. I love Bilbo, but Bilbo's not what this deck is up to because I'm not those colors. Gimli's sadly a bit of a whiff. Sam's Desperate Rescue versus Ambush. Ambush is better if you're a little bit more aggressive, but you can fit a copy in almost any deck. The life gain is great. I think I'm going to take the Sam's Desperate Rescue, copy number 1. Just get that into the deck. Ooh, and now I'm going to take Dunlin Crebain over Easterling Vanguard. They're both good. Don't get me wrong. And I love the Easterling, but Dunlin Crebain is just so much power and toughness and good at Ring Bearer and evasion and everything. And now I get a Uruk-hai Berserker. This draft is really coming together. I do only have 5 blue cards, so I could technically play a second color that's not blue, but I find it very unlikely that blue will not be beating me over the head in pack 3 based on what was happening. Because it wasn't just one signal. It wasn't that I just wheeled the Council's Deliberation, but then I proceeded to wheel Isolation, and they were like the only blue cards in those packs. This Uruk-hai has been maybe the overperformer of the set. Looked like complete jank, and it's actually turned out to be great. Here, Pelargir Survivor versus Council's Deliberation is really interesting here, because I don't have a ton of 2-drops. I do have a little bit of value already. This is a 2-for-1. This is a 2-for-1. I do love that the Haunt also triggers this for the scrying. So I think I'm going to take Pelargir because curving into a Torment of Golem is really good, and I have a lot of instants and sorcerers. I have 7 of them. And so Pelargir is going to do a lot of work, even though this is pretty free value for me. Okay, and now we'll just take another Isolation. I think 2 copies is as many as you're willing to play, but you're not worried about playing 2 copies. Beautiful. I got a Lorien revealed. That makes me feel better about not having another Council's Deliberation. This simultaneously helps you avoid getting flooded and screwed. And now I'll take Sam's Desperate Rescue. I think Dreadful is the Storm is more of a aggressive card, even though it can be good. And Stern Scolding is sometimes nice as like a cheap counter spell. But I'm just going to take the Rescue. See how that goes. More tempting, the better. And now I'll get a Sea Earth Uncle Patrol as a top-end guy. Works great with the Haunt. Nice little 2-card combo. Pass all these green cards. Get another Nimrodel so we don't give people the wrong idea. Okay. We have 19 playables going into pack 3. This is a good sign. We're going to be just in trimming mode, making sure everything works. Oh my gosh, last pick. I almost took that the first time I saw it. Okay, I immediately see Voracious Fellbeast. This card is fantastic at the top end. Really happy to see that. Just huge stabilization. And you can really... I love this card as well because it's a very skill testing card in some ways because you can kind of set it up where you can force your opponent to trade off and then nab whatever they play and you can save it so that you could sacrifice something. So I really like it for that reason. Flowering is a fantastic card, but I'm not playing that color. So what I'm going to start trimming the deck as we go. Nimrodel Watcher is definitely on the chopping block. Just, I'm not an aggressive deck. It doesn't really do what I want it to do. Pelargir Survivor ramps me. This is a grindy 2-drop. Glorious Gale is a nice counterspell. Council's Deliberation is value. My 3-drops are rock solid. My 4-drops are rock solid. So I have like good amount of playables. Shelob's Ambush is probably still fine as a 1-of. Sam's Desperate Rescue. I'm not that creature heavy at the moment. Okay, easy Claim the Precious. I took it over in Nazgul. I'm certainly taking it over in Nimrodel Watcher and Arwen's. I really don't need any more value because I already have 2 2-for-1s, a 3-for-1, another 2-for-1. I've got plenty of tempting, so I'm just going to be totally fine taking 1-for-1s, and I'll be able to pull ahead. Ring Sight. Oh, this card is not good. I'm going to take the Council's Deliberation, I think. I do still have good scrying, I think, right? Do I have 1 scry? Maybe I can't even support this card. 2 scry? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to support that. I'm going to try Dreadful as the Storm. See how that card performs. Ooh, now there's a Bath Song or a Torment of Golem. Bath Song is good, but I do have plenty of card draw. And I do want to I just want to cast Torment of Golems. I just want to see what it's like, you know? A little bit experimental, I know, but I do experiment from time to time. There's a Treason of Isengard, which I haven't played before, but it does seem good. I'm just going to take the Haunt. Having access to one of those seems great. And a second one will go fine. And now I get a Bath Song over Glorious Gale, though. Which would I rather have? More card advantage or Glorious Gale? Probably Glorious Gale. I do like Bath Song, don't get me wrong. Morgul Knife Wound, no. Maybe. I don't really have any 2-drops is the problem. Hithlane Knots. Isolation that I won't play. Greyhavens that I will play. Council's Deliberation, which now fits in perfectly with the 2 Glorious Gales and the extra Haunt and the Greyhavens Navigator. That's working out nicely. Okay, I'm not going to play this Isolation, as I said. Okay. How many creatures do I have, and are they good with Sam's Desperate Rescue? I only have 10 creatures. I can't play Sam's Desperate Rescue. I know I took it fairly highly, but my deck ended up going a different direction where a lot of my creatures are these Torments of Golem. So I have like more than the 10 creatures, but they aren't represented by creatures. I'm really glad I took that Pelargir Survivor when I did. Hithlane Knots is also going to get the axe here. That card can be marginal, but it's also just like a relatively low impact card. And I want to have higher impact stuff here. We'll double check the Sam's Desperate Rescue after this we build, but I don't think I'll have enough creatures or self-mill to make it work. So I'm going to cut Hithlane Knots. I have good card advantage engines. My 3-drops are great. Dreadful is the Storm is maybe the closest, but it does go well with Haunt. And my Torment of Golem tokens. How many temptings do I have? It's also probably better than Shelob's Ambush because it fits my tempting theme better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 cards that say the ring tempts on them. How much removal do I have? I kind of aim for 4 removal spells. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 counters, 2 card draws. What if I cut one of these just to get an extra ring tempt in? Would that be worth it? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ways to scry. I might just cut 1 Council's Deliberation for 1 Sam's Desperate Rescue. Because I don't really need card draw, is the thing. Because I have, this is card advantage, these are card advantage. And this is just kind of slow. I could even cut this for another Sam's Desperate and then just try to get more ring tempting. I kind of want to try the all-in ring tempting part of this. Cut Council's Deliberation for Shelob's Ambush. And run it like this. I think this will be the best build that I have available at the moment. 10 creatures, but I really have more because of all this amass. So we'll see how this does, and I can always make changes later. I'll see you folks in the games. Hey there! If you are enjoying my videos and would like to support my content, you can do so at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a way for viewers to support the content that they enjoy so that more of that content can be made, and my Patreon is no different. It really helps me dedicate the time and effort needed to make videos, and when you become a patron, you gain access to exclusive rewards as one of the ways I like to say thank you, like access to my card-by-card tier lists for each set, drafts with me, and other cool things. Special shout out to those patrons who support me at the credits level. I really do appreciate it, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round number 1. We have a great hand here. The question is, do I play Barad-dûr on turn 1 and skip out on the Haunt? I don't think so. I'm going to play Haunt because I want to have a creature in play for when I hold up my Glorious Gale. And I certainly don't want the Sam's Desperate Rescue at this point. I will counter it. And playing this on curve is not like a huge necessity. I'm going to play the untapped land because this gives me the flexibility of countering or playing the Navigator. Whereas if I just do this, I can only counter. And a lot of the cards they play here, I'd rather just get this thing down. Okay. That thing does not line up well with my Haunt. Sure. Perfect. I'll attack them for 1. So this is... It's a situation that I've been trying to find a word for, and this is an implied block, almost. Where this guy doesn't attack, he's not going to block their Flamesmith, but if they attack with Flamesmith, I can attack them back, and their life total is lower than mine. So it's like an implied... It's an implied block, where they don't want to attack me because then I'll attack them, but neither of us is actually going to attack. Barring them playing something else. And now I have a 2/2 in place, so it'll grow to a 4/4 when I steal a card from them. Or I can trade an Arab. I can trade it with an Airborne Flamesmith. Okay. Cool. So this gives me a great attack with this guy now. Steal their card. They have all spells. Gimli's Fury, Orcish Medicine. Huh. They have a lot of combat tricks, but they can only cast one at a time. I'm just going to take the Shelob's Ambush. It feels like the easiest for them to weave in, potentially. And I don't really care about their creatures at all. Nice. Like, if they draw a land, they're going to play a creature. They can't start holding up their 2-mana counter, their 2-mana pump spells. Horn of Gondor. That's mildly annoying. They're just going to start activating it. I'm glad I took their Shelob's Ambush. So next turn they can, maybe if they draw a land, they can hold up this. And yeah, I'm just going to take that. And I'm going to keep the board as clear as possible. I'm now going to trade this 3-2 for their 2-1, which is not great. But it makes it harder for them to block my 6-6. Whoa. Okay. That's shocking. They now can't use this because they don't have another human until this thing comes down. Yep. And I'm actually fine trading this for both of those guys, and they can't cast this right now. Oh, they're just attacking me. That's crazy. They think they can race me? Yeah. Pelargir. So this turn they're just going to activate this. I still just want to... Oh my gosh. I was going to hold up Glorious Gale. That's rough on the old mana. This is fine. They're going to be... They're kind of in chump block mode here. I could attack with this guy, but then they just eat it. And they're almost in like half to block mode. And I have my counterspell. Or if they try to go for like a 3-drop here. I don't know what their mystery card is. I'm trying to work on improving my gameplay because obviously the better I am, the easier it is for me to tell you what I know. But Arena sometimes makes it tricky because in person, I can be like writing stuff down and keep my mind constantly active. And here I like auto tap or messes something up, which kind of makes it less authentic, it feels like. So they're going to try to block and do that. That's fine by me. Yep. I would have mentioned that play, except I literally didn't think about it. I was just like, oh, yep. They go for Horn of Gondor. I kill their guy. They get no tokens. Easy peasy. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We will keep this. Dreadful as the Storm is certainly looking great here, as is Haunt to help me find lands. Do not want that. My deck should not usually have mana problems. I've got a lot of mana in the deck. And a couple scrying. I've got like 2 guys to help me scry. I've got 17 lands in the land cycler. Sure thing. One of the biggest level ups in Magic is just not making bad trades. Like last game when I was trading my 3-2 for their 2-1, it was like I put some serious thought into that. Here, like if I can trade my 1-1 for their 2-1, I'm going to be very happy. Even though they get a 1-1 back. This is perfect. I get to Torment of Golem, get rid of maybe whatever instant they were holding up here. This is a good feeling. This is a good feeling. I have to say, it feels good to be on this side of the board. Oh, they have a smite. They have this. They have this. I can kill this. I'm going to take the smite. And then if they want to improvise club, it's all theirs. And then I'll take their Aomer. I could have just taken their Aomer this turn, because I was fine if they improvised club this. But now I'll have a good block for this guy, so that's probably fine. This is actually not going to work out as well as I would hope. Actually, it'll be fine. It's just not as good. Because they get to now kill this. It's just kind of... Swarming of Moria. I'm going to get rid of Aomer. And the reason I'm attacking is because if I don't attack, they're almost certainly just going to kill it and then attack me for 4. Whereas here, they might like wait or do something fancy with their Swarming of Moria. And then I can maybe use my Dreadful as the Storm to survive their deal 4 attempt. Here they probably are going to just improvise club and then use Swarming of Moria to make a new 2-2 though. Oh, they're not. Oh no, they're going to improvise club, sack the treasure. Right. Play this land. Play this. Killing their 4-3, even though I can't block it quite yet. They'll sack it to try and kill my 4-4. I'll make mine into a 9-9. Hit them for 9. Next turn, bring back this thing. I still have 4 turns. This is all level 1 plays. They might know that I have the thing. They might be like, why did they play their land first, or any number of things. Because this would, in an ideal world for them, they just somehow sniff it out. Because I'm hitting them for 9. Wait, why didn't... Oh, they sacked it, so the ring didn't tempt me. Okay, I get it. So if they discard a spell, then I know they have a spell. Okay, so they could still have a land. I'll bring back the Haunt. And then I have 6, so I can still make a 1-1. Perfect. Maybe I was supposed to kill the 3-3. I will keep Elrond. It can block their 3-3 perfectly. And I'll hold a land, because I can still certainly activate this. They've gotten to get rid of 2 lands, so I assume their hand is pretty good right now. But yeah, Magic is a game of very small decisions, punishing you to an extreme amount. And I think, had I killed their 3-3 and then my 4-4 can block their Rohirrim, I'm probably in much better shape. But it's all going to come down to what I draw in these next couple turns, if I get a couple more turns. Wow. If they sack their Easterling Vanguard to try and... Okay. Wow. I don't know why they did it that way. So I'm going to get to scry by using my Barad-dûr. They have to have a follow-up spell. Let's see what I scry here. Shelob's ambush. I'm gonna keep that on top. I'll accept my destiny if they have a burn spell. Book of Mazerpool, okay. I'm probably dead here. I just have to find a kill spell, I guess. Or a creature to block. Not where I wanted to be, but I'm still alive at least, on board. This game was very close to going very well for me. Like, quite close to going well for me. I'm clinging on by a thread. I'm just thinking if they have like a Troll of Khazad-dûm or something. I'm just slowly making bigger and bigger orcs. Like now my orc actually trades with their orc. This is crazy. This is such a weird situation. If I can counter a legendary spell, oh my gosh, and then bring back this thing. Yeah, I'm pretty much priced into countering anything. Yes! No! I should have played my land last turn, because then I'd be able to make a 4/4. Coast is clear for them, but I'm trying to end this game. I lose to a kill spell. But of the kill spells they could have, one of them is a burn spell that kills me anyway. But this is a much more vulnerable blocker than this is, because if they like killed this, I could make a new guy immediately to block. But if they kill this, the guy's still tapped. What are they? How long have they had that for? Jeez Louise. Yeah, I did my best. That was tough. That was tough. It maybe came down to me not killing their 3-3 and just leaving their 4-3 around. I thought I'd find an answer to their 3-3 and that it was a slower clock. But oh well. Welcome to another round. I'm going to keep this hand. It's very sketchy, but I think it's worth it. I don't like mulliganing. This is going to be like a mini boss for me because I'm going to go to bed after this and finish recording this in the morning. And while YouTube doesn't strictly need to know that, it does add some intensity to this match if they know it's if you guys know it's my last one for the night before I finish recording. Oh gosh, 3 to the top. Jeez, what are they working with here? Oh, they got a Mirkwood spider. Yes! Island! Just what they needed. Island! Ooh, woes. Heck yes. I never doubted you for a second, Haunt. I don't think I need the 5th island just yet. We'll pass. Sam's Desperate Rescue has looked really bad. I think you do need to have more creatures than I do. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You're joking! Yeah, that's happening. Create a 1-1 when you have blue spells ready. Jeez Louise. Oh, they're going to give him +4/+4. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Putting him into their deck 2 from the top does not seem like a worthy punishment. This is, shall we say a beatdown of epic proportions? I'll take 10 and go to 7. Do they have like Slip on the Ring or something? I do not know if there is a combination of cards that could have beat the start they had. They went turn 1. They went 2 woes. I guess I had to kill woes. Then turn 3 played this thing on the play. Give it to the Haunt. Oh my gosh, no matter what I do, they're giving something +4/+4. Yeah, this game's super over. At least they got to do something cool. All my kill spells are double black anyway. Ugh. Oh, man. I needed to be on the play and then mulligan and have a better hand so that I could kill Aragorn, because their hand does nothing with Aragorn dead. We're just going to cast this at instant speed and give this +4/+4. Shocking. I'm stunned, opponent. I did not see it coming. I'm just letting them have their fun at this point. This is insane. I've never seen this card in play, but casting it on turn 3, if you are going to cast it, turn 3 seems like the time to do it. Well, the torment lifestyle giveth, and the torment lifestyle taketh away. Aragorn will not stand for Gollum being tormented. I guess I'll have to figure out how this draft ends tomorrow. But I'll see you in a few moments. Welcome to another round. On the play. This can't possibly be right. Only islands. I'm in mull. Much better. Even though there's issues. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to ditch Shelob's Ambush. Because I don't really want to be fancy. I just want to get my cards down, and I feel like these are going to be better. A combat trick is almost inherently a 1-for-1, whereas like getting a couple of these and looting could be really good. Let us scry. Don't need another land right now. I can already cast all my spells. Lands are just going to slow me down. Shire Sheriff. I'm going to play Elrond. I was going to consider between the Uruk-hai. I think I might have played Uruk-hai, because then if I kill something, I can start looting immediately. But I'm going to play Elrond now, because then I can play Dunlin Corbane and get a loot in. Also, scrying here is nice. Definitely don't want a 6-drop at the moment. I don't think I could have gotten away with a bluff attack there. They're definitely going to block. Oh my gosh, they're leaving it in play. Oh gosh. Oh no, opponent. Don't want that. So, I don't really want that either. Because I could just draw a land naturally anyway. I'm going to put it on the Haunt, because now I can get an attack in with Haunt. And then next turn when I play Uruk-hai, I can put it onto the Corbane and start looting. Horn of the Mark, that card is so useless. My goodness. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'll probably loot this thing away. I'm actually going to keep it on the Haunt, now that I think about it. Don't really want a Lorien revealed. Because now Haunt can keep attacking. I really want to be able to trade with this, but I might just trade it with the 3/2. I will ditch the 5-drop. Oh, this is perfect. Because now I'll have a fresh 2/2. I'm in really good shape here. Getting the ring to 2 is so good. That's why I have all these ring tempt cards. Aomer, okay. Gonna ditch Glorious Gale. So I'm planning on just casting Torments the next couple turns. Here's hoping they don't have another Aomer. Landerval, sure. Now I will ditch Torment, because I could technically double spell coming up. Okay, that card's useless. I get to scry. Ooh. I can't really get anything back with that. That's funny. I would like to draw land, because then I can claim and Glorious Gale. Their next thing. Okay, never mind. I can't do that anymore. My life total is not really an issue, because I can just kill this thing. And I'm hitting them pretty hard now, because I'll be at 4 ring tempting. If they chump block here, there's almost no way they can win. They have to keep this around and hope the top deck like rally. The Hornburg. Okay, that can't block, and then Dreadful is good enough. I'm going to cut Sam's Desperate Rescue. That card is terrible in my deck. Maybe not. Maybe I can justify it. Oh, they're dead anyway. This is 1/4. I don't need to use my combat trick anyway. No need to cast it unnecessarily. If you're playing in person, you don't want to show them that you have the card. Do I keep Sam's Desperate Rescue? I don't think I can. I like playing as many ring tempt cards as possible, but that card is just a joke in my deck. It can't get back too many of my cards. I'm going to play the 3 mana guy instead. Maybe I'll keep 1 Sam's Desperate Rescue, but 2 is just overkill. Terrible. This is why we play the games, though, so we can learn. Because it's hard to know that in theory. If you're just trying to build a deck that only does ring tempting, it's like, oh, I don't have that many creatures, but I'll be able to get back 1. But one of them sits in the graveyard hoping to be got back anyway, and that's Haunt of the Dead Marsh. So I'm going to get rid of the Sam's Desperate Rescue. And I will instead add... Where is it? Oh, do I already have it in? I forgot which card I was talking about. I'll just get card advantage from that, I guess. Where is it? Oh, I don't have a copy of the 3 mana. Ooh, I guess not playing the deck for a day has psyched me out. I'm not going to play this because I have so many 4-drops already. I'll just play this. Get some nice value. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. This is an easy keep. Immediate justified for playing this. I feel like a genius. Lead with Swamp. And we're going to land cycle this just to make sure we can curve into that. Blue-red. This can be a fast deck at times, but Us being able to avoid playing into a turn 2 counterspell is nice because our thing's an instant. And Torment of Golem destroys blue decks. Because they can't counter it generally, and you just take whatever you care about. Oh, this is beautiful. They don't have a kill spell? Oh my gosh, they're going to fall so far behind. They're tormenting me. Are they going to take a torment? They're probably going to take a torment. Gosh, I wish I could have tormented their torment. That would have been so satisfying. Shucks. They have a lot. This is going to be good. I'm really tempted to just take Arwen's Gift, though. I'm going to get rid of Gandalf the Grey. That card's really annoying. This card's also really annoying. Arwen's Gift is also annoying. I can loot this thing away so they lose info on my hand. Sure. That's weird. Why wouldn't they try to play Gandalf? They could have just blocked it. I'd rather have a fresh 2/2. This is a much better trade for me. Because now they have no board presence. I think this is a better card than this. This is a really tempting choice as well. But now I'll be able to claim the board, potentially. I don't know. I could see arguments for either one, but they're going to get card advantage from Gandalf because I don't currently have removal. Get rid of that. I know it's weird. It feels a bit spewy to do that, but now I get an extra haunt in my graveyard, so I can, like, bring it back. I get to loot. They can't block with this guy. Sure. They're probably going to take Crebain. This is just a battle of Gollum. We're fighting for his very soul. I could play this, crack this, or I could just bring this guy back. I kind of like just scrying. Because who knows if they'll kill this and I won't be able to do it anymore. Also, that leaves me the option of doing this, which they know I have, so that could screw up their plays. Even if they play around this, it can still have a meaningful impact. Sure. I know they'll get to enter the battlefield again, but there's still no board presence. And I'm just getting value here. Are they going to counter this? Sure. See, they've drawn more lands than me. But I have my little army of dead marshes. And I have plenty of ring tempting. Here I kind of wish I had Sam's. Now I'm going to lose because I've drawn so many lands that it's like laughable. 1, 2. I've scryed 1 to the bottom. Yikes. Now they have a looting engine. That's going to be so good. Oh my gosh. What a rip. Right off the top of the old deck. You're kidding me. Oh my gosh. At least they had to get rid of that. I can't believe it. Oh, this thing coming into play tapped is screwing me over. I played this game so well. I just got so unlucky. Oh my gosh. I was so far ahead. I was like miles ahead. And then they wiped me and just... I drew 2 more lands in a row. Gosh, that's unlucky. Oh well, but... feels bad. I'm playing the lands because I'll be able to make a huge guy if I ever get to cast a spell. I mean, they're just going to mill me out, aren't they? Yeah. Thank you, opponent. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One's on the bottom. I only have 1 land left in here. Luckily, I didn't draw a spell for 6 turns, so they're still chilling. Big time chilling. They're going to mill me out with this guy. Oh, what a draw. So now they won't be able to... Oh, of course they have Glorious Gale. Yeah, I'm just going to siege. I did my best. That was pretty stupid. I'm going to say it. That was not a satisfying gameplay experience. I did so much. I played that beginning turn so well, I thought. And then they just, like, killed my creatures before I could untap with Barad-dûr. Like, literally, if that had come a turn later, I would just be making 4/4s every turn, laughing on my way to the bank as I hit them. But I just couldn't ever play a creature because my deck is very creature-light. And I drew all lands. Dang. Well, hopefully you still enjoyed the video. I guess, turns out, tormenting Golem leads to no winners. Except your opponents. Because taking the moral high ground is always the right answer. Oh, man. That's frustrating. Also kind of funny, but definitely frustrating. I was in very good shape there. I was looting every turn. Yeah. I think the Dreadful as a Stormplay to help me start looting was really good. But it just wasn't good enough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, leave #tormented, because that's how I feel after playing those games. And I will talk to you folks next time.